Don't be haunted by that. Don't get into that. Don't get into that. You gotta worship God where you are. You gotta worship God where you are. Okay, so don't get into that season of regret and feeling bad. No, we're not doing that. So in verse 23, so now the prophecy continues in verse 23. It says, and Adam said, now this is now bone of my bone and flesh. This is the first time he's seeing someone of his species, and flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. In verse 24, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother. Notice the prophecy is because we only have two human beings on the earth. So what's a father? What's a mother? Adam is not a father. Eve is not a mother. To qualify for that from a biological standpoint, you have to have a child. So notice how the prophecy has worked in verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So I want to draw your attention to something in verse 24. Notice how it says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother. He doesn't say the woman. Notice how the woman doesn't leave her father because she never leaves her father. The reason being, the man is supposed to leave his father and his mother because it's like starting a new business. He's from this company, she's from that company. Now they're trying to start a new business. Okay. So let me make this point before I start talking about in-laws. So they're starting a new business. So what she's looking for in him, what a woman is really looking for in terms of marriage is not really a husband. Not really looking for sex. She may enjoy it, but that's not what she's looking for. What she's looking for is the same thing God put into Eve. She is a desirer of her origin. She desires to know her origin, and she desires to know her future. Because when she's made, there are two fathers available. There's God and there's Adam. So a woman never leaves her fathers because her initial father is God. So now she wants to know, who is this guy? And what is his attributes in relation to you? So when a married agrees to your marriage, when a woman agrees to your marriage proposal, she's not looking for a husband. She's really looking for her father, but in a new version. Adam is basically a new version of God, much like all of us. I know I get so much pushback when David and Jesus says, ye are gods. David and Jesus said that. So we are the children of God. So therefore we are a version of God. Much like your children are a version of you because they contain attributes of you. You don't understand it. You don't know how God set it up, but they have it. And if you're a parent, you're watching it, sometimes it freaks you out. They're so much like you. It just is like, whoa, that's bizarre. That's weird. Okay. And that's how it is. The woman is really looking for a father. Amen. So that's why he has to be consistently 20 every day in God's presence and doing something, cultivating on his assignment, though still working in the seventh day rest. Amen. The rest is for your physical as well as your spirit. Amen. That's what she's looking for. It's because she's looking for a father because she wants to know that divine revelation of where she has come from. And what she really wants to know is, where is she going? Where is she going? So a the husband automatically has to be a prophet. I don't mean a preacher. He has to have prophetic inclinations. Amen. It's because, as we see this in verse 23 and verse 24 in Genesis 2. Amen. Amen. That's why we spend our time in God's presence every single day. It's because he doesn't just have a word for you. He has a word for others through you. Amen. Amen. Are y'all really enjoying this? Am I helping anyone? So let me take this opportunity to talk about in-laws. Okay. So let's go back to the business analogy. You have the now husband who comes from this business or family, and you have the wife who comes from this business or this family to start their own business. Okay. So everyone has to come from somewhere. So you have in-laws or whatever, and in-laws are excited because they're seeing it as, oh, I didn't lose, I just gained. Okay, fine. But here's the thing, we still have boundaries, okay? It's because, notice what Adam says. It says, in particular, the man. It says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife. So now his top priority is his wife. Yeah. His top priority is his wife. So her desires and wants and needs and everything, that has to go to him first. Amen. He can't do that if he's still serving his mother as if he was 12 years old. He can't do that as he's still serving his father as if he's 20 years old. No. Yeah, your parents may be older, but you're not their servant anymore. You are a husband that takes priority. So you can help mom and dad when, number one, you ask your wife for permission. Yes, permission. Amen. It's because she's accountable to you and you are accountable to her. Okay? So to leave your father and your mother, that's a culture. That's a culture. Don't be married and you're in 2-3 years of marriage and everything, and you're talking about well, my mom makes my potatoes this way. Don't throw that in her face. Don't throw that in her face. Marriage is unto death. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Okay, she'll get it right. Just help her, cultivate her, encourage her. Just like she needs to help you through some things. It's because you got some stuff with you. Okay, so in terms of the in-laws, the wife is now the husband's priority, just as the husband is now the wife's priority. So for the woman, you have a husband. You know, you may be low on funds. Don't go to your father asking for money. Don't do that. Don't do that. I recall maybe a year or two ago a testimony that Dr. Tony Evans said with one of his daughters. He said that he was at the church in his office, and one of his daughters called asking for some money. He was like, "Whoa, you're married now. Ask him." And she, you know, she had an issue with this and what have you. She had a challenge with this. And then Dr. Tony Evans said, okay, well, talk to your husband and have him contact me if y'all really need money. Because things got to be done decently and in order. This is a new order of doing things, okay? You got to run everything through your spouse now. Okay, you gotta. I know my pastor, Pastor John K. Jenkins of First Baptist Church of Glenarden. He told the story on how when he first got married, he just assumed First Lady would be okay with them just taking in family. You know what I mean by families in town. Sure, y'all can sleep here. Have you run that past your wife? Cause she's your priority. See. when you get married, you're leaving a certain identity, a way of thinking, the way of doing things. And it takes time. It takes time. Sure, things that seem logical to you may not be logical to her. Okay? So it takes time, you know? Your spouse could be your spouse could be upset with you for 2 months and you not know it.